So, back to what I was saying before. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. But I was just talking about how Trump just approved a $500 billion infrastructure project for AI generated mRNA vaccines. So much for him and Maha. I mean, can you imagine the slap in the face that is to Robert Kennedy Jr.? Like, everything that he's done for the last 4 years, literally for the Trump administration, to help, to help bring people's awareness to the dangers of vaccine, to bring awareness to people of what they need to do politically to help bring this change. And then, he was literally running for a Democrat as a Democrat to be president, and then, decided not to, assumably because he had a good talk with Trump and started the Maha movement, Make America Healthy Again. Yeah, a lot of good that did, because this Maha, which was started to assist Trump in bringing a healthier nation. Trump goes and literally slaps them in the face with a $500 billion infrastructure budget for AI. Just let this sink in. AI generated mRNA vaccines. They are saying that AI will be able to figure out exactly what type of mRNA you will need, your body will need, and it will just go ahead and make it right there on the spot. No testing. No, let's do a control group. Nothing. We can do this, and so we're just gonna do it. Oh, you can do this, eh? Remember, folks, they're freaking out about this stuff. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. AI can't do this yet. Okay? We know that it's not capable of doing this yet. It needs the computer chips to be able to do it. All they have right now are just theories about what is possible. And so they are selling the theories. That's why this is a rug pull. All they're doing is that they are getting the retail money, that's the general public, to get all hyped up about this AI, so that people will put their money in, so that the big companies can finally start making their money back off of the AI, which they're losing money. Okay? This is a rug pull through and through. That's why when this bubble is done, I'm getting out of crypto. I might keep a couple $100 in there just for, stake pools and any kind of other functional aspect that I'm using. But the biggest function that my money is making right now is more money. That's the biggest function that it has right now, is just to make more money. That's it. So these cryptos, all of the whole economy, everything right now is your classic textbook Enron. This is going to go great. We need lots of investment, and the companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, they're all saying they want to throw another $250 billion of their own into this. Folks, they simply want $1 trillion from you. That's all they want. Just give them $1 trillion so they can go and play in their AI sandboxes. That's literally what's going on right now. No, thank you. I'm going to make my money, and I'm going to pull out my money before they can use it. Plain and simple. That's plain and simple. Don't get caught into this just cold and unfeeling with ice in your veins. Sell when it's time to sell. We've got our targets. Remember, we've got our targets. Here they are. Target 1, target 2 on Bitcoin. Ethereum, target 1, target 2. Cardano, target 1, target 2. Solana, just keep an eye on your targets. That's all we can do at this point. All bets are off on what's going to happen. My technical analysis is really quite useless. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been thinking more and more as I'm doing the technical analysis. This isn't working. It's not that I'm inaccurate. It's just that there's no telling what's going to happen. And yeah, in some cases I am inaccurate, especially with that gold. But we're in uncharted territory. We're at the base of this exponential curve. We have no idea what's going to happen. These are just my targets because I don't know that that's where they're going, but those are my estimations based on the liquidity, based on the fully diluted volume, based on all of the metrics that I have. And yeah, everything is in a really good spot to still buy. It's just a matter of what is it that you want. I'm sharing with you what it is that I'm in. Injective right now is at a nice low. It really is. If you take a look at the full life of this thing, you can see just how well positioned this is. That's the whole life. That's all of the data we've got. Fetch. Yeah, like all of this is just poised. And there's not much I can do for the technical analysis. I do like this one. This is interesting how these points here, they're kind of like the midpoints of the range, right? You've got the highs and the lows, and then there's this. If you take a line and you actually draw that, like we're pretty close to that, right? And then there's this one. In fact, that there, yep. So it's all coming to a point, folks. You can see how that line there, that intersecting line, we're underneath that at the moment. But we're basically, if we get over top of that, we could easily get over that all-time high. It's all happening, folks. So here is Polygon. Now, again, down nice and low. Let's take out some of these lines because they're a little irrelevant now. That 200 line is beautifully waving. Currently we're over top of it, but we're still in this bearish trend. So it's just a matter of waiting. Again, Polygon is more for gaming, and so it's not going to have the same reaction to everything else. Ooh, I didn't take off these trades. There we go. Okay, so Destra is a lot newer of a project, so we don't have the same amount of data, but you can see just how well positioned from a technical analysis standpoint. We are at a beautiful spot. We're just at a great spot. 0 by 0, also finding some support off of $17, $18 level. Oh, these are the daily charts again. Let's go back to the 2-hour chart. WorldCoin hanging out at the top end of this consolidation range. Neural reaching newer lows. So this is an AI project that I believe will do very well. It's just a matter of life coming into the markets at the right time. Right now, like I talked about Ethereum yesterday. The same idea here today. Like Ethereum is really the thing that we're waiting for. And until this actually shows the same type of movements and life that we're seeing in a lot of the other projects, it simply doesn't have that basis, right? The institutions need to come in and finish what they started basically after the election. To Beam showing some new lows. So if you were interested in it, now is the time to even get in more, because look at this. Last time it was this low, regularly this low, was back in November, right after the election. We blasted out of that. Before this spot provided a lot of resistance. We're actually going down fairly low. So when this pops up, it'll likely shoot out of all of this resistance and probably go above this previous high right there. So when it breaks out, it's not going to bother looking for resistance at this level. It'll just pop up and probably come up into this area here. PAL finding a new low from the last week or so, 2 weeks. This low here is, well, it's really just testing. Still, it's not really dipping down below. It's not breaking down below because we've got a range on PAL. This range right here. Oops. So we're inside that range at the moment and coming down. So if you wanted to buy some, again, it's going on sale just for you. FAR also nice and low. In fact, looks like it's, yeah, looks like it's lower than what it was when I bought. Great time to buy some more. Superverse also down at the lower end of a long consolidation zone. Great position. Clearpool. This one here is the real world asset. Showed a little bit of life here this week, in this past week. Looking like found some support. Yeah, in fact, we found some support off of this 31-cent mark. Non-playable coin also finding support. Like they're just bouncing up and down off of these supports. Non-playable coin shows some promise because this high that beat out the previous few highs. And then SPX, you know, it's been hovering since it created that new all-time high last weekend. It's been hovering back and forth since. So there we have it. That is currently the market analysis for, yeah, that's market analysis for January 23rd. I'm going to go ahead and open up the call. Feel free to jump in. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And for those of you who are wanting to tune in live on screen with us so you can ask questions, feel free to connect over at this website here, manknownaspaul.com/connect. You can join up with our Telegram there. You can set up an appointment with me to ask questions about the Fourth Industrial Revolution and how it is that you could pioneer that this wonderful time, this renaissance. And you can also find my X account there and my YouTube account, and of course also the link to join us here. So yeah, that's it for today, folks. Everybody have a good one.